You see, here's the deal. This is exactly how the mainstream media treats certain individuals. We're talking, of course, about Catherine, the Princess of Wales. And it's difficult, isn't it? Because when you're in the public eye, as she is literally a world-famous figure, well, people feel they can pick you apart. And we saw that really obviously earlier this year around Mother's Day over here at March time. She, of course, put out that particular picture of herself with 3 young children and then, of course, did a little bit of Photoshop. And as I said to you before, you know, what mistakes? I mean, really, who is the perfect person at Photoshop? And if you don't know, and I don't mean this rudely, it's like a digital app that you sort of can play around with, you know, take things out and try and make yourself look a little bit, well, shall we say, better. That would be the phrase, wouldn't it? If you've got any loose things, it's an eraser, what we used to call Etch-a-Sketch, stuff like that, you know what I mean? Now, what's interesting about this is, of course, the media came down very hard on Catherine, the Princess of Wales. But seemingly it's a different sort of kettle of fish for, of course, this particular individual with the mainstream media. Let me explain. Hi, good morning, how are you? Nice to see you. Thank you so much as ever for your time today. Yeah, look at this picture. This is the current leader of the opposition, the Labour leader, Sir Keir Starmer. And what you see here is this, really. This is a photo opportunity of him trying to pitch himself in his new political arena. And of course, what you see is, well, very heavily photoshopped picture. No two ways about this. This is a copycat from a film poster that you can see, black and white with red white writing, you know, this sort of thing. No original ideas. But what's interesting is this. What you're seeing is the rolled up sleeves. No jacket for Sir Keir, you see. This is supposed to sort of tell you that he's a hard-working person, ready to take on all the problems of the British public, you know, solve them all in one go. You'll notice also there's no jacket. And so that basically says again, you know, I'm not going to be fussed about wearing a tie and a jacket and being too super smart. I'm ready for action, all of that. But as I said, what's interesting about this picture, which has now been distributed around the world, across the United Kingdom, on the side of buses, digital platforms, everything, it's photoshopped. No two ways about it. But has any agency or mainstream media highlighted that? Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong in it, but why is it one rule for one, i.e. the Princess of Wales, and the fact that agencies came out in an abundance with the Kill This Picture project and Kensington Palace is now not a trusted source? Is this politician a trusted source if he's allowed to Photoshop the life out of himself? I'm not suggesting Sir Keir did this, but somebody did on his behalf. And what's also interesting, you see, and this is exactly what I mean about how fudgy the mainstream media is. You see, you'll notice on this particular campaign, there's no reference ever to his wife, Lady Victoria. Now, this is a simple fact because what Labour like to do is bang the drum of the fact that the current British Prime Minister, the Right Honourable Rishi Sunak, is of course a billionaire, married to a very rich woman and of course a very rich father-in-law. But Sir Keir's no different, just the title, Sir Keir, Lady Victoria. They're very wealthy. They want to stay away from that so that, of course, you don't realise that 2 more very wealthy and seemingly posh people are moving into 10 Downing Street. But I go back to the objective at the very start of this video. It really is one rule for one and one for another. And it's all down to the mainstream media. And I think it's terrible that they were allowed to bully and, of course, upset a lady going through a very difficult time. So what is the difference between 2 pictures? Seemingly, the mainstream media want to back off one and feel it's very easy to attack another vulnerable young woman. I'd love to know what you think to this particular story. As ever, do like and share and be respectful in the comments. Neil Shaw, Parliament, London.